Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the stock that is on the thumbnail that you've seen. We're going to break that down extensively and why I think it may make a huge move next week. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of you who put your stocks of interest in the comment section of this morning's video. All right, so let's get started. For those of you who watched this morning's video, hopefully y'all made money on this move. I told y'all to watch the SPY for a move up to 36.90, and it exceeded my expectations and went all the way down to 3700. All right, so definitely congratulations to all of you who were able to bank on this one. It did exactly what we wanted. It was very easy play, and honestly, I think it has room to run just a bit more next week. I'm not bearish on this thing yet. So next week when the future market opens, we will address it thoroughly. All right. Now, for the stock that is on the thumbnail, that stock is KO. And KO is Coca-Cola Company. And the pattern that I see here is the same one that we literally just traded this morning and made a lot of money on. It's the flag again, and it broke out yesterday and it's running again today, and it has room to run all the way up until like over here in between like 54.50 and 57.50. It has more room to run. Okay, so definitely keep your eyes on this one into the next week or the next few weeks for a potential long opportunity. It looks really good. It looks really clean. And personally, as a short seller, I would not short a stock that has been beaten down like this and that is on the recovery trail. All right. The stock is recovering right now. Dude, this is not a short. No, this is definitely not a short. And the flag is just too clean for me not to mention it in this video. So definitely keep that one on your watch list for next week Monday. Okay, it may make a small pullback to like to 53.51, and then the buyers will step in and buy it up, and then we will continue on the uptrend. So also keep that in your mind as you're watching this stock. Okay, now let's talk about you guys' questions. You'll ask some very interesting questions in the comment section of this morning's video. So the very first one that we're going to look at is GPS. No, that's GPC. GPS. Yeah. So GPS, which is Gap, has been demolished right after earnings. It got so crushed. This was so sad. So many people lost money on this thing, but it is on a recovery trail. Let's look at it on the 4-hour. The 4-hour isn't looking bad at all. I like it because it's actually consolidating at a level of support right here. Okay, the more it consolidates, and as soon as it pops, we may see these short sellers right here cover up their money, take their money off the table. When shorts cover up, then the price of the stock rises. That's usually what happens. And then when investors panic and they sell, obviously stocks drop. But this is the opposite for those of you who are new and don't know what short selling is. Okay, when they cover, do expect the stock to rise again. This is not a bad setup at all. It looks pretty good. It just looks like it's about to recover. There isn't anything specific that would make this more obvious. But the only thing that I like here is that it's just straight in sideways at a previous level of supports. Okay, so definitely keep that one on your watches for a move back up to $24 next week. Okay, definitely keep that one on your watch list, and I hope that answers your question for the person who asked about this thing. Now, the next stock that I want y'all to actually pay attention to. This one is a good one. It is, and that stock is OCUL. And OCUL, I talked about this a long time ago. A while ago. Look at that. Look how monstrous this thing looks. All right. And I think I made a video about it somewhere around here, around like 16. Somebody asked about it. And I did say that I would not want to short this monster until it goes really, really, really vertical all the way up in here. Okay. So there is an opportunity to make some money on ocular therapeutics. So watch this one. Keep this one on your watch list for sure. This one will be, this one for me personally, I would love to short this thing down. It's just a matter of patience and timing. Okay, so definitely keep that one on your watch list. Another stock that I am kind of still bearish on is Zoom, which also you guys asked about. What about Zoom? Well, Zoom is not looking too great right now. After earnings, it actually got obliterated, right? All the way down here. It tried to recover along with like the EV stocks, and then the short sellers just got back in again and brought it down. All right, and then over here it tries to make another pop, and then I'm pretty sure there are so many longs who got trapped in here. This is nasty. This is not good. Okay, so personally, I wouldn't, as somebody who is looking to dip buy anything, I'm not comfortable dip buying this yet. And personally, as a short seller, I want to see this thing down. I want to see it down to 350. I really do. I said that last week, and I really want to see it down to 350. I do. Okay, so I'm not bullish on this yet. Not yet. The triple top on this daily chart is still there, and I cannot ignore that. I really can't. That's why I'm so bearish on it. And as soon as this line right there breaks, right? As soon as that breaks, it's just gonna tumble. So it's just only a matter of time, and I'm just watching this thing very, very patiently. Okay, I'm not bullish on this. I can't be bullish on this. Not with the way it's looking. So I hope that answered your question for the person who asked about Zoom. Now the next stock that we're going to be talking about is APPS. And apps looks even better now. The stock did not collapse. It stayed up here and it's continuing to go up now. It dipped down here right to 36 and it closed at 41. The next day it went all the way up to 42, and then today it went up to 43. Next week, watch this thing for a long, especially if there is some bullishness in the market. We can see that money trickle in here and push the stock forward all the way up to the green circle, which is like in the middle of it is like $53. So definitely keep that one on your watch list. It's still clean to me, and I still like it. I really do. So watch this one for a potential long. The next stock that we're going to be talking about is Netflix. All right, and in Netflix, I'm gonna let y'all know something. I told y'all that I liked what Netflix did here, right? And it's doing the same thing again here. Today did the same thing again. Dip buyers are not letting the stock crumble for some reason. They're not letting this fall, okay? And to me, that looks like it's set up for a potential long. And it looks like if it tries again tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, on Monday, and tries to dip down to 495 and then it gets quickly bought right back up, you should be watching this for a long. Like you really should be watching this thing for a long. And the same thing can be said about Nvidia. Nvidia is not dropping either. Like it tried to again, this is like zigzaggy. This is a very rough ride. It was very, very rough ride. It tried to collapse here and then it got bought right back up. And it's still not at 450 yet. But I think it wants to. I think it wants to. So the same scenario is the same as Netflix and Nvidia. So definitely keep those on your watch list as well. Now let's talk about Neo. Let's talk about Neo. Okay, so Neo was a great short, and for those of you who have been watching the channel for a while, I didn't release one bullish video after I released the video about the flag. You know, the flag that we all traded on from $27 all the way up to $35. That one. And then once we reached like the upper 40s, I was like, okay, this is getting a little too much. And then I started releasing all these bearish videos, and then eventually we collapsed like I wanted. This was a great trade. As soon as the stock showed weakness, it just tumbled all the way back down. Dip buyers bought it over here in this region, and all the short sellers obviously covered, right? And now I don't think this is convincing. I'm not convinced personally. I don't think we're just gonna keep going up here. I think this is a dead cat bounce. Personally, this is my very honest opinion. I think this is a dead cat bounce. For those of you who don't know what a dead cat bounce is when like there's a ferocious drop, bounces like and gives everybody hope that, oh my god, we're gonna make new highs, we're gonna go to 60, $80 in like 2 weeks, and then it just rolls over slowly until like probably Monday where it really collapsed. Okay, so I cannot be bullish on this yet. This looks like a dead cat bounce to me, and if you're long in this, all I can say is that you should be careful. And personally, where I would want to be, if I wanted to be like this long-term investor that want to get a good deal on the stock, I would love to scoop this up between 36 and 30. Anywhere in here would be lovely to be scooped up. But right now, especially if let's look at the daily. Let's just look at that. Look at that really quick. All right. This is not too convincing. I want to see more ferocious drop, a bigger drop. Okay. And then I would be like, okay, this is enough. Like enough is enough. It dropped enough, and I think the short sellers who are in here will be more than satisfied and more than happy to cover all of their puts or shares to short down in this region so that we can see a bounce. Okay, but as of right now, just it just looks too much like a dead cat bounce for me to recommend it as a long to anybody, or for me to even dip buy this thing. So that is my very honest opinion for Neo, for all of you who wanted to hear about my thoughts on Neo. Again, if you got value from the video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, if you're new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you get notified whenever I release these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday through Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. Also, if you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. Now, for those of you who are asking what software I'm using Think or Swim. It's free of charge after you sign up with TD Ameritrade. The link is in the description below, all right? There are step-by-step directions in the description, step 1 through 4. It only takes 15 minutes to sign up with everything you need to get started, okay? You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull using the very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using the second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow's video.